my Savior. Lord, there is none like you. All of my days I want to praise the wonders of your mighty love.
For some young people, life can be very tough. Faced with poverty and homelessness, they don't just need a roof over their heads, but people to believe in them. This is YMCA crew who look after a number of homeless young people. But with the help of Sport Relief, it's much more than just a hostel. Paralympic silver medalist Steph Reid is taking a break from training, and we're paying them a visit. One way they try and engage with young people is through sport and exercise. Today there's a Zumba session, especially for young women affected by homelessness, and Steph can't help but get involved. While Steph is Zumbaing, it's an opportunity for me to find out more about the charity. When I first thought about coming to the Crew YMCA, I didn't think I'd see a Zumba class. You try all sorts here.
We do a whole host of programmes. Being homeless is just a symptom. For any of us, it's something that's happened to us. It doesn't define us. So what we try and do is obviously provide them somewhere to stay. Of course we would. But then really what we're looking at are the underpinning issues, but more importantly, the underpinning strengths and talents that people have got. So what we're trying with everything that we do is to turn lights on.
It's not every day a Paralympic medalist turns up, and her story has captured their imagination.
I was in an accident, I was in hospital, and that was a really devastating time for me. I mean, I was so thankful to still be alive, but at the same time, I just didn't really want to experience life without my foot. I would love to hear about what you guys are doing here. And what is one of the best things that you've learned while being here?
Independent living. How to do things independently and on your own. And that you can get the experience and overcome anything you want, really, if you just try.
What do you think would have happened if you hadn't found the YMCA crew here? Where do you think you would be now?
I think
Cardboard box, yeah.
Rug alone, really.
Cardboard box and Aldi cardboard. No, you'd be more at rock bottom, wouldn't you? You wouldn't
Yeah.
have any support and you wouldn't have anyone by your
It's
side.
hard.
What do you think you've learnt from speaking to this great Paralympian today?
I think the most I've learned is that obviously to have like not your foot, that's like such a big thing. That's, you know, it's such a big thing to lose. And then obviously a lot of us in here have just lost our home and whatever stuff like that. But yeah, for you to like still go on with what you want to do and still make the best out of it, you know, even after such a horrible thing happened to you, gives, I think, like us a bit of inspiration to just get up and do stuff. And
It's so funny because the way that you feel about me is the way that I feel about you, and just I don't know what it's like to be in a position where, you know, I don't have a home to go back to, and I just want you to know I think you guys have all been a huge encouragement to me.
All money raised by Sport Relief is spent making a difference to people, both abroad and here at home. At this church in Cardiff, for example, they support a charity with a special musical way of changing lives.
I'm Jan Gould and I'm the priest in charge at the Church of the Resurrection, which is in the parish of Glaneely in the west of Cardiff. It's been quite well known in the past for being a very deprived area. And there are obviously still many families today who struggle financially, particularly in the current economic climate. And those families wouldn't really be able to afford music lessons ordinarily. Making Music Changing Lives is a project where we basically give children the opportunity to learn an orchestral instrument.
When you start, you don't have a clue about how to play an instrument or what you're going to do. And then once they've taught you, because they're really good teachers, and once they've helped you, then it's really easy to play it.
If you've never learnt an instrument before, you can come here and they'll help you learn an instrument, and it's good because you can mingle with other people, meet other people you didn't know before.
You can learn a lot of music. You can play whatever instrument you want.
These children are used to performing for each other, but today it's another matter. World-renowned Welsh tenor Rhys Merrion regularly performs in front of the world's finest orchestras to huge audiences. But today, for a special one-off concert, we've asked him to sing with the Making Music Changing Lives Orchestra. But can they pull it off?
Sing
One of the things we've really noticed with the children since they've been developing their musical skills is that they have an increased sense of self-worth, an increased confidence. But, you know, how could it be any other way when we put them on a stage and they're playing to an audience and then they get rapturous applause? What does that do to a child? You really can't buy that. It's what the music gives them. For me, music and God are pretty much one and the same thing. It's all about what's deep in our core.
A resounding success.
Now then, you are the leader of this orchestra.
No, I'm not.
You are. And you're, how old are you?
8.
8 years old?
And this is my 3rd year, yeah.
Wow. So what do you enjoy most about being in this orchestra? What do you enjoy most?
Being the leader.
Well, there we are. You said you weren't the leader earlier, but you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. And you know it's a very important role.
No, I'm not.
Everybody has to follow you.
No, they don't.
Yes.
They have to follow the conductor.
Yes, and you as well.
No, not me.
All right.
Only the conductor.